Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3542. Today's date is August 17, 2025. It's been almost like a morning at 9:36 a.m. All right, we will directly jump into the question. All right, let's go. All right, yeah. Question is: you have clear financial freedom plan aligned with your lifestyle? Okay, what exactly is this question? Okay, it's not actually a question. It's a kind of like a simply statement. Okay, yeah. And are you agree on this statement or how much you disagree on this statement? Okay, yeah. So the statement is you have clear financial freedom plan aligned with your lifestyle. It means that do you have any financial freedom regarding about your lifestyle and things like that. If you have it, agree. If you don't really have it, disagree. So basically, if I ask this question, do I have any kind of like a financial freedom? Do I have that? Okay, let me tell you one thing. Financial freedom means like that ki you are earning your own money and you are not rely on somebody for money. Okay, yeah. That is called financial freedom or independence. Alright. Am I that particular person? Am I independent? Like, am I earning any kind of like money? No, I am not earning any money. I'm living with my parents. I'm almost 32. I'm not earning any kind of like a money. Okay, yeah. So my financial freedom is non-existence. I am not independent. All right. So basically, like, how do you supposed to be? Like, do you have any kind of like a plan for kind of like a being a independent or financial independent? Yes, I have a plan. Okay, okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, I was kind of like only telling my story, but okay, yeah. Now the stuff that I mentioned, I'm 32, living with my parents, and not earning any kind of like a simply money. You probably judge me, and that is true. Okay, yeah, it's not really that like a simply that key till the age of 32, you are still living with your parents and not earning money. It's a like really fucked up shit. Okay, yeah, and yeah, I do know that, but I realize that if I'm kind of like doing this thing, I need a very, very kind of like a simply a reason why I'm doing that thing, and that reason should supposed to be good. Okay. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah. So when I was at the age of 21, okay, yeah, I was kind of like I didn't really went to engineering college because I didn't really get that much grade or mark to get into the engineering college. So I went to engineering diploma polytechnic. Okay, I went there. Okay. Now basically that this is a 3 year of diploma courses, but unfortunately I did from 12th standard. I completed the 12th standard. So basically I enter in direct second year. Okay, yeah. So that means if I have to complete the engineering diploma, I need at least just 2 year. Okay, like a second year and third year. That's it. Okay, yeah. Then I complete my engineering diploma. I took 5 year to complete 2 year of engineering diploma. 5 year. How? Why? Because like I fail in subject multiple times. Okay, yeah. And I'm not really good in the studies and stuff like that, so I fail. Okay. At that time, my age was almost like a 23. Okay, yeah. When I complete my engineering diploma after 5 year, my age was 23. Okay. By the way, this is the engineering diploma. It's not a degree. Okay, yeah. And because of my academic skill, my mother always taunt me that like you are not really good and things and that and something like that. Okay, yeah. At that time I was so furious regarding about that, and I just wanted to be earn money. Okay, yeah, I don't want to be rely on parents and things and something like that. Okay, yeah. So basically what exactly happened that I kind of like started doing a job in kind of like a net cafe. Okay, net cafe is like that ki, like it's kind of like a somebody cafe, but it's not serving a food or things like that. It's a kind of like a somebody people who actually came, and they have in that particular cafe they have a computer. People actually use the computer. It has internet, broadband connection, things like that. Okay, so I decided that I'm gonna work on net cafe because at that time I really love internet and things and something like that. And basically it's this thing that ki, yeah, I would kind of like started working here, and yeah, so basically I started working there. Okay, then my father is kind of like a tell me that he, what are you doing? Why are you kind of like doing the job? It's like that ki I told my father that ki no, I wanted to start earning money. I wanted to be independent. Okay, yeah. My father said just get the like if whatever the kind of like stuff that you do it after the education. Okay, yeah, come home and do your diploma first. At that time I was kind of like something like a fail in multiple subjects and things, something like that. I was like a very desperate at that time. Okay, so basically I kind of like decided that कि soon as I kind of like complete my engineering diploma, I will kind of like find a job and do my job. I will not gonna stay at my father's, so I'm not gonna stay at my parents' home, nothing like at all. Even if there is a condition is like really fucked up, I'm gonna do that thing. Okay, so soon as I complete my engineering diploma, okay, yeah, after the 5 year, I kind of like got a job in a thermal power plant, okay, as a maintenance supervisor. um, Obviously it's a kind of like a job. It's kind of like a, my family relatives are a kind of like a something, have some sort of relation in that particular plants, so they actually kind of like offer this job. It's not the kind of like a something job that you are kind of like thinking. It's a kind of like a something that ki you are the maintenance supervisor, means like that you have a team, and when there is something really happen, like if you have some sort of maintenance thing, then you and your team should supposed to be go there and do the stuff. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is what it is. So so basically as I was, when I got a job, I feel really good. I feel that ki I feel really independent and things like that. Okay, yeah. And when I feel really independent na, my behavior change. Okay, yeah. Like it independent means like that I just independent. By the way, I'm just earning almost like a 8,000 rupees per month, which is very less. Okay, yeah, as compared to, but yeah, I'm earning money, so which is kind of like a somebody that key feel independence. Okay, yeah. And and basically when I'm started earning money, I kind of like my behavior change. Okay, yeah. Behavior change, how? Behavior change means like that ki I am thinking very different. Okay, like let's just say that ki at that time when I got a job, at that time my age was almost like a 23, 24 maybe. Okay, and I was earning almost like a 7,000 rupees per month, which is very less amount of money. But still, I was kind of like thinking that ki me and my friend will gonna go to the Sunburn Music Festival and kind of like something do the everything that we enjoy and things like that. Probably is this thing I was kind of like thinking so much because the ticket that required to get into the Sunburn is almost like a 50,000 or more than that. Okay, I'm not really sure. It's only ticket. Okay, yeah, the kind of like a stay and food, this is also another thing. But I was kind of like still imagine that ki, yeah, let's go to the Sunburn and things like that. And how much am I earning money? 7,000 rupees. Okay, yeah. But still I am kind of like something that feel really greatness because of that ki I'm earning money. Okay, yeah. And when I came home, I usually kind of like something that ki like basically this thing na ki like it's not just my behavior change, as well as other people's behavior change too. Like my parents behavior is also changed too. Like basically they are kind of like a start talking with me very like nicely and things, and nicely, not nicely, but it's just like that ki like that ki you are kind of like a something motha mulga, like yeah, so you have took the responsibility and things and that वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, so so basically is this thing na ki when like it get me little bit respect. Okay, yeah, from my parents. Okay, because I was earning money, and as also I am kind of like earning money, so my behavior had changed. And yeah, it just feels like that na ki 7,000 rupees is almost nothing at all. Okay, yeah, but the respect that I get from parents and everywhere, it kind of like a something overwhelming, that I just feel like that ki wow, this is good and this is really great. Okay, yeah. Then I kind of like a somebody, I did a job for 1 year over there, and then after that I switched a job to somewhere else and kind of like I do the job. Okay, yeah. And I realized that ki being financial independent and being kind of like a things that ki financial freedom. Okay, yeah, yeah, it kind of like a something give you little bit of something really, that ki you have to be control your life as the way that you want it to be. That is really good. That is really great. Okay, yeah. Sometimes financial independent, yeah, it is something really very essential. Okay, yeah. But is that na ki, like I realize myself that ki yes, right now I am really good, like if I'm kind of like doing a job and I'm earning almost like a 15,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees, I feel like that ki yeah, this is good, this is really great. Okay, yeah. And basically I don't know how I just, I might be completely wrong over here. Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you. Okay, yeah. When we are started earning money, whatever the money, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, 1 lakh rupees, whatever it is. Okay, yeah. So, whatever the money that we are earning, we think that ki we should supposed to be stable, like we should supposed to be settled. Okay, yeah. And this is what kind of like a some common feeling that everyone feel when they got a job, when they are earning money. Okay, yeah, when they got financial independent. Okay, so when they got this like I also feel that thing, you also feel that thing too, that ki when you are earn money by yourself, okay, yeah, you are not rely on somebody, so you feel something really good. Okay, you feel that ki um I achieve everything in my life, I serve my purpose in my life. But that is completely false statement. Okay, because of this thing na ki, because of the salary that you are kind of like a getting every single month, it kind of like a something add some certain full stop in your life. Okay, yeah. And that is not good, that is not good. Okay, yeah. I feel that thing like basically when I was kind of like doing the job, I was earning money, I was thinking like that, but I was like a really fucked up thing, like basically I didn't really feel that ki my life is exist or not, or things like that. I don't really have time to breathe, I just being acted like a slave and things like that. Like basically, like yeah, I am kind of like a belong from the corporate sector, and obviously in the corporate sector these are kind of like a thing should supposed to be happen. And basically it's this thing that ki at the early stage of your life, you should supposed to be feel that thing, you should supposed to be kind of like a that ki you have to work for 8 hour 10 hour and things like that, and your life became really fucked up. Like basically is this thing na ki the transition from the college, from job is very different. Because when you are in college, you are kind of like have freedom for multiple things, that ki you when you have to do a lecture or things or that. But when you went to straight into a job, you realize that ki whatever you do, it impact on others. Okay, yeah, you have to be work, sit in front of that desk and kind of like a sit in front of that for 8 hours and kind of like a do your work and things like that. So basically this transition is kind of like a feel little bit of something very difficult. Okay, yeah. Whatever, what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that key, because of kind of like a something that I'm getting the salary. Okay, yeah, I kind of like a something I put full stop in my life. Okay, yeah. I don't know about you, but you also feel that thing. Okay, yeah. And basically when this thing happened na, we are not fighting for kind of like a doing something better, we just kind of like just do the job and things like that. And I think that na, this was kind of like a something that ki something that ki um not let you grow that much. What is exactly not let you grow? Okay, I don't know how to suppose it's a kind of like a very very weird fact. I just feel like that maybe I'm completely wrong with this thing, but this is what I feel. Okay, yeah. I think that na ki every person comes with a purpose, and I'm pretty much sure that purpose it not just kind of like a doing a job for 9 to 5 and kind of like a somebody earn money for 10,000, 20,000, or 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees. No, nothing at all. I think that ki I don't know who actually made, who actually create us, who actually I don't know, God or universe, whatever it is. Okay, yeah. I think we are humans. Okay, yeah. We are have some sort of purpose in our life. Okay, yeah. And that purpose is kind of like a something that ki achieve when you are in uncomfortable position or things like that. What exactly is this thing? Uncomfortable position. Like like basically is this thing na ki when you are comfortable, okay, yeah, you are not hustling. Okay. And when you are not hustling, you are not growing. And when you are not growing, you just like basically just yeah, like basically is this thing na ki it's a kind of like a something that ki the someone is actually give you money to not to grow. Yeah. Like this is the kind of like a somebody end of the salary, and just shut up and just don't grow your skills and things and that, and you just have to work on here and things like that. Yes, I might be kind of like a completely wrong, but dude, let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah, not okay. So stuff that you are kind of like somebody mentioned now. Okay, yeah, is because of that the people who actually have some certain purpose. Okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, let's just imagine. Okay, yeah. Since the beginning, you wanted to be a filmmaker, right? And you wanted to do maker films. But if you are not making films and you just kind of like doing this corporate hustle and things like that, so that's why you feel really bad. Okay, yeah, because in your mind you already kind of like simply have a thought process that you wanted to be a filmmaker, but you are not. You wanted to be a filmmaker, that means this is the purpose that you have now. So basically is this thing the stuff that you feel that ki the monthly salary is kind of like a putting the full stop in your life and things like that is because of that ki you have some sort of purpose in your life. You have kind of like some sort of ambitions and goal in your life, and you wanted to achieve that thing. So that's why you feel that thing. Most of the people don't really have purpose, and that is true, by the way. They don't know, like till the age of 25 or till the age of 30, they don't know what they want in their life. They just kind of like going with the flow, and that's it. Till the age of 50, they still don't know what they want in their life. So basically is this thing na ki if they don't know what is exactly their life, then if I'm kind of like a giving them job and giving them some sort of salary, what's wrong in that thing? I am giving the purpose to them na. So what's wrong in that? Like let's just say that na ki not everyone have a kind of like a thought process to be a grow, not everyone kind of like a thing that ki we should supposed to be start a new business and things and that, because it does really require not only the ambition but courage and everything. Okay, yeah. If that particular person didn't really wanted to do that thing, he just wanted to do a job and kind of like spend a little bit time with family, and that's it. So what's wrong in that thing? Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't really think about that point of perspective. I thought that key. Okay. So basically, okay. Now you are really true about that thing. Yeah. That key, like basically is this thing. Now the people have some sort of purpose in their life. They think that they have some sort of purpose, and when they didn't really achieve that purpose, they wanted to be kind of like a something that key. They think like that ki their monthly salary actually giving them full stop and things like that, like a same as I'm kind of like a feel. But most of people don't really have that purpose. Most of people didn't really have any kind of like a simple purpose. They just kind of like a following the flow and things like that. But okay, having not a purpose, or or purpose means like they don't know what they want in their life. Okay, yeah. Is good thing or bad thing? Well, it's good thing or bad thing. Yeah, it's like basically I have purpose. Like since I born or since I like basically till the age of 17, I realized that I was kind of like simply watching the movie and I was like feel really amazed by the filmmaking and stuff like that, and I wanted to be a filmmaker. And yeah, just at that time I decided that, and it was kind of like a stick with me. Okay, yeah. But not everyone thinks like that. Not everyone wants to be filmmaker. Not everyone wants to be that thing. Okay, yeah. So having not a purpose is a good thing or bad thing? I think that na ki we shouldn't supposed to be judged regarding about what is exactly right or what is exactly wrong or what is exactly kind of like a good thing or bad thing. No, we are not. Okay, yeah. Is that ki sometimes na purpose is not depend on time. It depend on situation. Okay, what is exactly is this thing? What is exactly situation? Oh yeah. So till the age of 17, you realize that you wanted to be a filmmaker, right? Right. Yeah. But there are so many people who found their purpose at very late, like let's just say McDonald's. Okay, yeah. By the way, the person who actually kind of like invented the McDonald's, Dan and Mac. Okay, yeah. They are not the founder. Like they just kind of like somebody just a person who served the burger and things like that. The McDonald's that we know, which is actually exists in all around the world, which actually happened because of something that another guy, I'm not really sure that guy name of that guy, but he wanted to be kind of like a somebody make that franchisee and kind of like a somebody export that franchisee to the rest of the world. And that's why right now McDonald's is kind of like a something that everyone knows that, and McDonald's is actually earning millions and billions amount of money. Okay, and he achieved that thing at the age of 50 or after the 50. So what I'm trying to tell you is this thing, what he was doing till the age of 50. Like let's just say, okay, McDonald's is a kind of like a things that like basically there are so many people who achieve their success so late in their life, like the chicken wings, KFG, KGF, KFC, sorry, KFC chicken wings. Okay, yeah. The founder of the KFC wings, the founder of that KFC, he's kind of like established his business at the age of after the 60. After the 60. Dude. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing, that the purpose in their life they found according to the situation. Sometimes situation is not right. Like basically I'm not really sure, I don't really know what is actually the backstory of that particular person, the KFC person, but I think till the age of 60 he was kind of like working in some sort of chicken factory, and he might realize that the best way, how do I supposed to make the chicken as good as possible. And since then he kind of like somebody that invented that particular thing. And then okay, it's like that na like I don't know how is this thing. Okay, but let me tell you one thing, the purpose of the life is kind of like something, it's not rely on age, it's rely on situation, something like that probably. Like there are so many actors or actress, they are kind of like get their first break very late in their life. Like let's just say there is a name Tripathi. I'm not really sure, he's actor Shankar Tripathi, I don't know, Prakash, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Like basically this is the guy who actually from the Mirzapur. Okay, this guy named Tripathi. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing, he wanted to be actor, but he didn't really get a job. Okay, yeah, he didn't really get any kind of like acting role till the age of 40 or 45. Okay, yeah. Like I'm not really sure regarding about, but basically he didn't really became the actor. He got a really big role at the age of maybe 40 or maybe that, something like that. And since then he became kind of like a sensational and things like that. So what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that But dude, okay, let me tell you one thing. The Shankar, that particular Tripathi guy, he always have purpose. Na, he wanted to be a filmmaker, like he wanted to be kind of like an actor, and he kind of like somebody decided that he just wanted to do acting. Obviously, when he start, he failed multiple times, na, but he didn't really change his purpose, na. So purpose is not meant to be achieve the success. Purpose is not meant to be that. Purpose is meant to be that ki when he realized why he born on this planet. That is called purpose. Purpose is not meant to be achieving success. Purpose is meant to be kind of like a things that ki when they know what is actually their existence for. Like you know that ki why are you exist on here, right? So this is what it is, na. So basically is this thing, na. Then okay, I am not really sure that ki who am I against with. Like my point is that ki having no purpose in the life is good thing or bad thing. Okay, I think that na ki, like as I mentioned, it's not kind of like a simply meant to be judged or meant to be what is right or what's it wrong. No, that is not. It depends on time and situation, right? This is also kind of like a simply mention either too. Okay, and regarding about this statement, okay, is that ki I think I don't know, dude. I don't know. I can't tell the kind of like something what is actually like basically from practical point of perspective or kind of like a something the if I'm kind of like a talking in front of hundreds of people, I might gonna say that ki having a purpose in your life is really essential and things and that and that and that. Okay, yeah. But when you went to in reality, this might be very different. And sometimes it depends not only on you but sometimes depend on other factor too. Okay, like sometimes we found purpose by looking at each other. Okay, like let's just say that ki my father is a doctor, then I should supposed to be became a doctor because kind of like a somebody I found my purpose because of the influence, right? Sometimes it work like that way. So dude, you are kind of like a stretching this topic for so much. It's not the purpose, it's not the thing, it's just like sometimes I just kind of like start talking and I just don't know what is actually the reason behind it, and I just like just go with the flow and things like that without anyhow kind of like a somebody hook that what I want to talk. Okay, yeah. But regarding about this question, okay, yeah, the question is that ki do you have any clear goal regarding about the financial freedom and things like that? Okay, yeah. Regarding about me financial freedom, yes, I wanted to earn money. I don't want to rely on parents and things like that. Okay, yeah. And for that thing I'm kind of like a putting effort for a kind of like a something that ki I like basically is this thing na ki my purpose is to be a filmmaker, but I realize that ki there are so many things that I don't really have it. One thing that is money. Okay, I don't really have that much amount of money, and probably is this thing. So, and another thing that ki I should supposed to be earn money as fast as I could. Okay, so YouTube is the only way that I could kind of like a something associate with the creative things, like a creative freedom, like basically the YouTube is actually giving me all those creative freedom so that I would kind of like a somebody execute my ideas and creativity in the YouTube, and I will gonna earn money from it. By the way, I am doing this YouTube for almost like a 5 year, and I'm not earning any single amount of money, but I'm actually uploading every single day. Okay, and I will gonna earn money. Okay, yeah, I will gonna earn money. I will gonna make sure my content will gonna work and things like that. Right now in YouTube I have almost like a 1500 subscriber, and in Instagram platform I have almost like a 13,000 followers. Okay, yeah. From both the platform I'm not really earning money. And regarding about the when I will get that financial freedom, I think that I will get that financial freedom maybe next year, or I don't know. Okay, yeah, because regarding about the YouTube and content creation, I am making sure that my content is as good as possible as I can. Okay, yeah. But I can't control the subscribe button. I can't control the how many subscriber I get, how many likes I get, or how many things I get. The one thing I could control is that I could make my content as good as possible as I can, and that's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm kind of like putting the effort and things like that. Um, regarding about the financial freedom, I don't really have a proper or exact plan that when I will get independence or when I will get financial freedom. I'm not really sure. Maybe next year or maybe another next year. I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah. But I believe in myself that yes, I will be a financial freedom. Not only the financial freedom, but I would kind of like simply change my life and things like that. Because I think that yes, I'm 32, almost 32. I am living with my parents, and basically is this thing that this is really fucked up shit. Okay, yeah. But if I'm kind of like putting the hard work, like if I kind of like consider that this is my struggling things, so let's just accept this thing. This is my struggling days, and kind of like something that kind of like something. It's kind of like a test that are you kind of like capable enough to be kind of like something. I don't know. I think that it's my struggling days, and I just have to be face this problem. Okay, yeah. I am definitely believe in myself that I will gonna earn money, because let me tell you one thing na when I was doing a job, okay, yeah, I can't even imagine that my life would be good. Like basically, I can't even accept this terminology or this statement that my life would be really good after the 10 year or 20 year, because I don't know, I just can't. Okay, because my instinct or personality is not letting me kind of like saying this thing that doing a job is a kind of like something good thing for me. Okay, yeah. Like basically I was kind of like dying inside. Like basically it's just like that. I'm not really sure about that. If I'm kind of like earning money on doing a job, like if I kind of like started doing a job right now and I will gonna earn almost like 1 lakh rupees, I will not gonna kind of like something still not really sure in my life that I would be feel really good after the 10 or 20 year. No, nothing like at all. Okay, yeah. But right now I'm kind of like doing this YouTube. I'm not really earning any single amount of money. My parents or everyone is actually mocking me that what are you doing with your life and stuff like that. But still I'm believing in myself that within a 5 year I'm gonna earn so much amount of money, and I'm gonna kind of like simply the whatever the purpose that I have, I'm gonna kind of like simply serve that purpose. I don't know. Okay, I don't really have any kind of like something that valid point or kind of like something the deadline or things or that. I don't know nothing really about that. There is a one thing that I know that I'm gonna make sure that whatever I work that I'm doing, whatever the day that I have, whatever the this day that I have, I'm gonna make sure that day as much as productive as I can, and that's what I'm doing it. And I can't control the possibility that will gonna happen, that subscriber likes and money and things like that. I know I will gonna earn that so much amount of money and loves and subscribe and things and that, but still right now I just have to focus on this day. Like I have this day, and I'm gonna make sure that this day should supposed to be more and more productive in myself, and that's what I'm doing at that. So regarding about the any financial freedom or any plan for any financial freedom, there is only one plan: make my day as better, as productive as I can. That's it. And one day it will be. All right, this is it. I should supposed to be end here, and thank you.